Hi guys, this is Fluffy and this is my lineups for KO on Ascent. Another good Ascent flash, especially if you're on defense, is to hold here. And all you do is you aim above, but you just throw it there. And it won't flash you, it flashes above this and it flashes for your teammate. So you can basically swing to the left as you throw this flash. So you don't get blinded, but you do get info if someone shoots you maybe or someone's peeking so that you can help your team. If you have a duelist who's up here in front when you throw this, you can actually help him because he can swing out faster than you can. One of the best places to hold as KO in general is behind dices because of a couple reasons. Number one, you can throw your knife for very easy info anywhere against this wall. You can also aim at the box itself and throw a long flash into a main or even into short. Or if you want to peek for yourself, you can right click flash off this and you can peek with a flash as you're not going to be flashed by the dice. And the nicest thing about this is if you know they have a KJ or if you just want to stop the push from the same position, you can throw a nade to stop here. You can throw a nade to stop here. Another thing you can do as KO if you want more info, let's say no one's playing A, is you can jump on top of the boxes here. You use this clock on the clock tower and you put the line between your first and second ability towards it and you left click. And this knife will actually fly and land on top of B mains. It'll look like this. You get the whole B main. Another nice info dart in case you're on B is if you're here on heaven, you can stand right here where this balcony thing is. And you can put your ability 1, which is the grenade, right here on the balcony. And use your knife and this will get lane as well as most of B side in case you're trying to rotate or get info. One of the best assist flashes that you can do for your teammates, especially if they're holding scat and they want to peek there, is you stand on top of these boxes, the branches, you aim somewhere in between and somewhere to the left. It really doesn't matter. All you do is throw it and it pops right here. Very, very hard to dodge. I actually don't think you can see it. So if you were going to swing with it, it looks like this. This will blind anyone who's even close to here all the way to back there, fully blind. From this position, you can also throw a couple flashes by aiming here, right where the dots and bricks start to fade. And all you have to do is jump left click. And what this flash actually does is it flashes behind the arch. It'll half flash people in wine, but it'll fully flash people in A main. Another flash you can do is you can throw it to the right side of this and peek on the left to not get flashed. You can do a similar thing on the B side where if you're holding stairs, one thing you can do is throw a deep flash on the left side and then swing to the right. That way you don't get flashed and peek into it. A good flash for your team is to stand in this corner. You just have to throw it in the first rectangle right here. So anywhere here actually, and just left click flash. Flashes right above Gen, so it will flash most if not all of the side except for Hell. If you're already holding this after you do a couple things like this, and your teammates need you more on the B side because that's where the presence is, you can aim between the two prongs of this towards the left side, bring out your nade and jump throw, and this will help your team if people are pushing out B because it lands in lane. Conversely, if you're holding in market already and you know that their presence is in A, you can walk here and the moment that you only see these two floating rocks, just aim to the left and jump throw, and this will help out your teammates on A main because it'll land perfectly right there. So if you're trying to retake B and you don't want to expose yourself so much or stop the plant, before you cross this corner, you want to aim below this bar. Just walk and left click, and what this is going to do is bounce off the wall and probably stop the plant. When you're in Boathouse, you can put the first ability icon on top of this brick and left click, and what this does is scan for A. Nice supporting flash for your B player when they're holding is you can stand right here and you flash below this rock. This is a perfect pop flash for B, so your teammates who are over here can swing. You can do the same thing from this corner by standing here and going onto this other rock. And this one will also pop flash for your teammates if you want to play a bit closer. And lastly, we also have one more that you can peek with. You just hug this wall anywhere in this part of the wall. And all you do is you aim at the middle bar, this window, and you left click. You can swing with this flash and it pops perfectly right here. You can peek with it. It doesn't flash you and it flashes everyone here. If you're holding cat and you want to keep re-peeking it, one thing you can do as KO is to, anytime that there's a ledge, not just in this part of the map, you can do this in a lot of different maps. You can right click flash below it while peeking and crouch just to be safe that you won't flash yourself. There's a couple of ways for you to peek mid if you want to peek it. So you can bounce it off this wall if you are close to it. This. To pop behind you so that it pop flashes right here as you swing, or alternatively you can just right click right here. You can also do an anti-KJ lineup by staring at the top of this rock and you aim to the, basically not on top but to the left of it, and you just left click, and what that does is it breaks the Killjoy ultimate. Another way to break the Killjoy ultimate is by standing in this corner and aiming at this leaf. So there's a small triangle leaf here. You aim at this corner and you just left click. This will break the attacking Killjoy ultimate. The anti-plant lineup is you stand in this corner and you aim above this post. If they plant dices, you can stand in between these two windows, and all you do is aim right there on top and you walk and throw. If you're in a 1v1 situation and you decide to plant the bomb right here, there's a couple of ways you can throw it. You can throw the bomb right there, you can throw the bomb over the house, or you could try a lineup by standing in this corner and aiming at this flank sticking out, and that's going to go there. If you know that they have an Astra KJ or the Killjoy decides to ult right here beside the boat, one thing you can do when you're in the site already, instead of getting locked down, is you aim at the shadow here with your back against this wall. All you do is press W and jump when you throw the nade. And this will break the Killjoy ultimate. There are 3 places basically where they can place the lockdown, either on the right on the box or to the left of the box. You can use these as guides, so you can throw it at this, or to the left. And it'll hit whichever you want to break. Another way to break the Killjoy ultimate on B is to run and throw this into the dark spot right here, and it'll land on top if anyone's going to get the orb or if it's a lockdown. If you want it to hit the left or right side here and aim at the light part, and all you do is press W and left click your nade, and this is going to land right here in case she ults here. A good flash to combo your retake with when you're retaking B like this is to aim right at this water container thing, water tank, and flash. It gives you time, it clears the site, and more importantly, it flashes close first, and it flashes most of site, just not back site.
Okay, I think that's all my lineups that I remember, at least right now. I would do more maps like this, but yeah, this is the video. Thanks.